Welcome. I will be sharing the audio version of my book, Against All Odds, The Inspiring Story of Khalid. If you want the written version, you can buy it on Amazon or read it for free on my website. Find both links below. Kindly like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. By 7 a.m., the bell for the assembly was rung, and all the students moved in a straight line from the inspection to the assembly ground. They stood in straight rows facing the podium in respect to their classes, as the rows for each class are arranged according to their height. Khalid was the second person, just like in his primary school. The assembly started with the prayers of both Islam and Christianity conducted by the MSS Emir and FCS President respectively. The national anthem came next, followed by the school anthem and pledge. The principal conducted the rest of the assembly. He started by welcoming back the returning students and a warm welcome to the new ones. He made some announcements. One of them was for all the new students and class masters to wait behind. He then concluded with the phrase, "Good morning." After assembly, the principal officially welcomed the new students and encouraged them. In addition, he stressed how excellent and prestigious the school was, and then ensured them that both they and their parents made the best choice by coming here. He then went away and left them with the class teachers. Each teacher took the students of his class and left after a few calculated divisions. Khalid was taken to the class of Miss Sifra too, a nice and amazing fair teacher. She took all the students like her siblings and advised them every morning after taking the roll call. After the roll call, teachers of different subjects came and taught. The classes were divided into 2-4-4. After the first two classes, the students would go and take their breakfast. They would then have a short break in between the 4-4 classes. When classes finish, they will pray and then move to the refectory, popularly called ref by the students, and then take a siesta afterwards. At 4 p.m., they would then go to the games arena for sports. The games arena has multiple sports going on simultaneously, which include football, basketball, table tennis, volleyball, badminton, and other track activities. After the sports comes the dinner and then the night prep that goes on to 9 p.m. during weekdays. The last routine of the day was normally the night inspection that occurs after having some biscuits and a cup of tea. Finally, the lights out, which is a simple meaning for "it's time to sleep," marks the end of the day. On a Thursday, just less than a week after the resumption, the prefects gathered all the students for an afternoon inspection meant for distributing sweeping portions to the students. Khalid was given a spot very close to the games arena beside the school shop. Khalid's new routine requires sweeping the portion each morning. All this while, Khalid used to cry each night desperately because of how he missed home. At times, he also cried during the day, especially whenever he got angered students that made fun of his slimness and shortness. As time went by, Khalid felt that he was tired of the school to the extent that he started making wishes like, "Let the school burn," and other similar ones just to go back home. His only relief is when he meets Samira or her closest friends, Favor and Yasmin. Without any option, Khalid gave up on his wishes and instead decided to adapt to the school's life despite the difficulties. The major challenge that Khalid faced was academics. Since he attended only a single class in primary school, he only knew how to read, write, and speak English. He didn't know lots of things that are related to primary science, vocational aptitude, quantitative reasoning, and verbal reasoning, and so on. He kept on moving despite the challenges. A close friend of his, Bello, was a really smart student. In fact, he is always categorized as one of the smartest kids in the whole of JSS1's 3 different classes, as observed by both teachers and students. Khalid always went to Bello for tutorials. However, Bello rarely tutored him because, as smart as he was also an unserious and unfocused student. He was just a genius. Visiting day came, and Auntie Lami and the rest of the family went to visit Khalid and Samira. They chatted a lot, and food was brought to them. They were then given pocket money before the whole family left. Khalid's eyes filled with tears as they left. School continued as usual. Several challenges were faced by Khalid, from being given a large portion to be swept as punishment for not regularly sweeping his original portion, to being caned for going to assembly late. 1 month after the visit, came the open day. This time around, it was only Auntie Lami that managed to visit the school. Few weeks after that came the exams. Finally, the happiest day for most of the students came. It was, of course, the closing day. Peter, the driver at Khalid's house, came and was guided by Samira to go to the staff room where gate passes were issued by each class teacher to their students. Khalid was happy as he never imagined the day to come so soon because he saw it as years. Finally, both Samira and Khalid were issued passes, and they hastily entered the car. The driver drove them home. As they drove through the dark brown gate of their home, Khalid could notice the fresh air that he missed. He entered the house and moved straight to his bedroom and jumped on his bed. At that moment, both Uncle Mustafa and Auntie Lami were not at home. Khalid, who evidently missed having unaltered long hours of sleep on a large bed, slept for more than 6 hours straight. When he woke up, it was night already. He went to the living room where all the family was seated. That was when he met his aunt and her husband. They then had an unending chats with his missed cousin, Solma. Though Khalid missed the school despite its challenges, the break seemed to be so short. Before he knew it, school had resumed once again, and the learning and its surroundings challenge continued. During the holiday, Khalid's result was delivered to his house, and he did woefully with just the exception of English and social studies. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. You can leave your comments below. If you want the written version, you can buy it on Amazon or read it for free on my website. Find both links below. See you in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share with others.